Hi guys, it's your girl Me-Anie here. Trying to get comfortable in this chair. Oh, my legs hurt from running today. So the title of this video, as you can see, is called Internet Trolls. And I'm surprised that we still have internet trolls in 2016. Like, honestly, I really thought that people would have given up, leaving nasty comments on people's videos, especially when you don't make videos yourself, and things of that nature. It's a new year. Who wants to still be, going through stuff from like years ago and having negative people around them? Who wants to do that? But it is what it is, and some people won't change. Who am I to judge? I try my best not to do that. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because you guys know, like, I have not been putting up too many videos. Like, I haven't been putting in a lot of content here on YouTube as of the past year. So I feel like I covered this topic already, or maybe I meant to cover this topic. And if I did, it's just going to be an elaboration of what I spoke about. So being that I haven't been putting up, a lot of content, people are forced to go back and watch some older videos. And with that being said, I am noticing that there's this one video in particular that I have. It's from 2008, I believe it was. So a good 6 years ago, maybe 2008, or no, 2010, when I first relocated. Basically, this was the story, like the whole situation when my very first apartment, and my landlord was basically a slumlord. Because I remember during that time, it was very, very upsetting for me, and I shared a lot of it on YouTube because I didn't know what to do, but I took it upon myself to, do some research, reach out to different organizations that were out there to kind of help people that were in my situation, did everything that I was supposed to do, and ended up winning my case. So I made what is that noise? I made a video about that, and I shared all this on YouTube, and people are so freaking judgmental. It's ridiculous. So some of the negative comments that I've been seeing on that video, people just tend to think that all colored people, all Black people, all African Americans are out to sit around, collect welfare, not go to work, have 10, 15 babies, and just collect welfare and pay like $15 rent a day, a week rather. No, a month. Just pay a little bit of rent here and there without actually going out and finding a job and taking care of their family instead of working in the system. And that's like the stereotype that I've been getting from that video. A lot of people are like, not a lot, but the people that have not negative comments, those are the comments that I'm getting. So I've been getting those, and I ignore them because I know who I am. These people that are commenting on my videos, I don't know what they're going through to make them say these type of things. And honestly, I don't care. So I'm not going to comment back to you. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'll say something, but we're not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to let you say something and feel like you're trashing me, because that's definitely not the case. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with you. So I also have this open up on, this is a live feed, but I do have it open on my YouTube. So I don't know. I see a few people are in here now. If you say something over on my YouTube page, I might be able to see what you're saying, just so you know. So I'll type something in the chat over here so you can see. Right over there. So, somebody said something. This one girl said something, and when I get these comments, they're weird hours of the night when people should be asleep. I mean, 3 o'clock in the morning, stuff like that. So honestly, why are you up at this time of the night trolling YouTube, watching videos, and have negative things to say? If that's the case, if you feel like you don't like a video, then don't watch it. No one is forcing you to watch these videos. No one is making you. You're not paying. You're not, like, you don't have a paid subscription to watch people make these videos. So why waste your time and your energy to sit there, watch the video and constantly comment. Thank you very much for the view. Thank you for the viewership, because you just upped my viewership by 1 or 2, or how many ever times you chose to watch the video. Thank you. You know, so I will comment to you and say thank you on that. But the thing is, like, why are you being so judgmental? Why are you stereotyping someone that you don't know and putting them into a category because of things that not only color people do? I've seen and I know that other people, other races do this stuff too. So why is it that you feel the need to say, oh, just pay your rent? Oh, black people, like, I hate black people. You guys are just like the scum of the earth. That wasn't said to me, but those are the type of things that people say when they don't know what's really going on. So that kind of irks me, you know? So this whole video is like, I block the comments on there because honestly, like, I feel as though if you're coming to watch this video and you need something from this video, you can watch it. If you don't want to take anything from this video and you disagree with what I'm saying in any type of way, you don't have to watch it. You definitely don't need to leave a comment. I've just about had enough of that. You know, I've had enough of that. I'm not going to continue to have people, like, you know, commenting negative stuff on there. It's just for the people that need to know, like, how to go about, you know, standing up for yourself, finding resources out there so that you can not end up in a situation where you're paying rent to someone and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. By law, there's certain things that you must have in place in order to rightfully rent a house, a condo, anything to another person. So if you don't have those things in line and the person that you're renting to is not aware of that, then yeah, you can get by doing a lot. You can get by doing a lot, not holding this person up to get out of there. Not doing what you're supposed to do by law, and then the person that's going through this, if they're not aware, then they'll continue to pay rent. They'll continue to do all this stuff and not follow through because, one, they don't know what to do, and then two, if they do find out what to do, it's so frustrating that you honestly don't want to go through with it. And that's how I felt sometimes. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to be the one to go through with it, because I'm so sure that someone before me at some point came to a realization like, okay, I know what I need to do, but I actually do not feel like doing it. And it's so much stress, I just want it over with. And that's what they did. But I chose to follow it from point A to point B and see it all the way through. And I ended up with the results of, you know, having to go to court, which I was totally fine with, but winning my case, because everything that I did, I documented and I kept it in a folder, and it was ready for, we didn't even have to go to the judge. Like I said in that video, I spoke to his lawyer, whoever that guy was, for less than a minute. And within that minute, basically won my case. Like, I had nothing else to say. And I had my speech going. I already knew what I was going to say, had my layout. Everything was in the binder ready to go. So I knew what I was going to say to the judge, how I was going to say it to the judge, everything. Had my little mini speech going, whatever. But I didn't even need all that. But the fact that I had the information that I needed, I was aware of what he needed to provide in order to be rightfully charging me and the other people in this unit rent. The fact that he didn't have this and I was aware of it and I had documentation to prove that, it was like, okay, that's all we need. You're good to go. Keep the rent. We don't want no problems, you know? So the fact that people are so judgmental when they see videos about this type of stuff and they say, oh, just pay your rent. Why would you move into, one comment I got, she wasn't being nasty. She was asking a question. She said, why would you move into a place like that? You know, because I throughout the video, I'm pretty sure I talked about all the problems that were wrong. Now, if you think about it, when you move into a house, apartment, or whatever, 9 times out of 10, their goal is to make you feel attracted to this place and make you feel like it's a really good deal. So of course, when you walk in, aesthetically, everything is going to be pleasing, but things on the outside can only be covered up so much until the stuff on the inside start surfacing. So that's what I told this person. I was like, oh no, like, it wasn't a dump when I went there. You know, when I did the walkthrough, I loved everything about this place. I loved the way it looked. It had hardwood floors, everything that I needed, everything that I was looking for. But as time went on, stuff started happening, you know, leaks from the person above me, like that stuff started coming into my apartment. So it's only so much patching and covering and hiding that you can do before everything starts to come to the surface. And that's what I explained to that person. So like, people just look at stuff and they take it one way without like taking in the entire story. So the one girl that left that comment about oh, I have no sympathy for Black people, blah blah blah, this, that, and next, I was just like, well, thank you, because I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm definitely not looking for sympathy from you, but thank you for watching. And if that's how you feel, like, I'm sorry for whatever you're going through. Like, the rest of the stuff that she said was just stupid and stereotypical. She actually left 2 comments, so that means she was really into this video. She was like, well, when I watched the video, I thought you were because I was sitting in a chair, kind of like the one that I'm sitting in now. You can't really see it, but it's a office chair. And I guess the way I was leaning back in it, I'm not gonna call her a fool. This girl assumed that I was in a wheelchair, and that this is what she said: I assume that you were in a wheelchair and your landlord was abusing you. Now, why would you assume this as opposed to watching the video? Why would you assume this? You know, so it's kind of like you are just gathering all types of crazy stuff from watching TV and media and stuff that the news put out there. You're making your own storyline as opposed to watching and listening to what is actually being given to you, what's presented to you. So that's your fault. That's your fault for coming up with whatever you thought was going on and seeing that it was something else. I wash my hands of it. I have nothing to do with that. All I can do is tell you what I'm going through, and you can take it or leave it. So in this point, I'm going to leave it there for you. You can have that. So she was just, child, she was all bent out of sorts. But I'm just really surprised, like, people are still doing this. People are still watching your videos. Number one, people that don't even post content. Like, why is it that the people that don't post content, you don't put anything on YouTube, you don't contribute to the viewership, you don't not viewership, you don't contribute to the content that's on YouTube, the videos, the tutorials, anything, but you have the most to say? Or when you do contribute, it's something that gets 5 to 20 views. Not knocking the people that get 5, 2, or 20 views, but at the same time, you want to be talking to somebody that gets, you know, been on YouTube for quite some time, has viewership, has subscribers more than you do, and you want to come at them and correct. For what? For what reason? You know, what are you getting from this? I really don't understand. That's what I don't understand. So funny thing is, when I decided, like, you know what, I'm not going to go back and forth with this female, because then she clicked back and said something else, I just went ahead and blocked it. I was like, I'm not going to go back and forth with you, and honestly, I'm going to do you a favor and stop you from coming to my page, because for some reason you're going to feel the need to come back, and let me just pump your brakes right there. So I blocked her. And the funny thing is, when I clicked on her profile to block her, you know, like, it pulled up like this whole what is it called? Google Plus profile. So I'm looking like, this girl want to be coming at me, but you posting booty shots all over your damn profile. So what's going on with your self-esteem? Then I'm scrolling down because I'm looking like, okay, let me just block this girl. And then the funny thing is, someone commented on her picture. This girl was a catfish. Somebody commented on her picture like, oh, really nice fake pictures, I'm sure. And the person that she was stealing pictures from was like Demi Rose something. I'm sure Demi Rose blah 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 would appreciate you using her photos. So number one, not only that you're a troll, number two, you're trolling, but you don't have enough gumption, enough confidence in yourself to use your own picture. You're posting pictures of somebody else because they're a model, and that's what you choose to do. So I said, look, you never know what people are going through. So I don't have anything else to say to this young lady. Do as you please, but you're not going to comment on my on my page anymore. I disabled the comments for that video for this time being. I really don't. It's a 6-year-old video. I made this video when I was 20 something. I'm 30 something now, you know, like, I'm 30 something years old now. I've definitely grown since I made that video. I've learned a lot. And the fact that I was able to come out of a situation of being in my very first apartment having, unfortunately, dealing with someone that was a slumlord and coming out on top, not being malicious in any way, not being, oh, I'm not going to pay my rent. I did everything I was supposed to do. I was supposed to put my rent in escrow until until things were fixed around the unit. And if the things weren't fixed within a certain amount of time, then that person, the landlord, then the place was basically not going to be approved. You were not going to pass your inspection, and that's what ended up happening. So I did everything I was supposed to do by law. I didn't not pay you rent because I didn't want to. I didn't pay rent to this person because the law said I didn't have to. I had it in paper. So I followed everything I was supposed to do, but this person felt as though, oh, you're just another Black person that doesn't want to pay rent. You just want to be a professional freeloader. Man, some of the comments that I got were ridiculous when I tell you. I just had to I don't pay attention to them. So the fact that trolls are still out there is very surprising. I don't know why I thought they were going to go away in 2016. I guess I figured that people would be more responsible and socially conscious of what is that? Conscious of what they're posting on social media and what they're saying to people. But evidently there's still people out there that are very, very hurt, and they feel as though they need to attack others to make themselves feel better in some type of way. So the whole thing just really reminded me of that Catfish. There was this one episode of Catfish. I don't know if you guys watched this. One episode of Catfish where this girl was pretending to be someone else, as they all do, but what she did was very hurtful. I think it ended up being a girl pretending to be a guy, or I can't remember. Either way, it was this young Black girl. Her name was Barbie. Excuse me. Her name was Barbie, and she pretended to be someone else, and she just, at the end, she wasn't remorseful or anything. Like, it just wasn't clicking to her how hurtful she was being, and she just thought it was the funniest thing. She thought, like, everything was cool. It was just weird. Like, I honestly feel like this girl has like something going on upstairs where all her marbles aren't there. She was a little bit crazy. But it honestly, like, it reminded me of that. Like, you're pretending to be someone else because you're not comfortable with yourself. And then the things that you're saying to this person, all this negative stuff that you're saying, for what, It's just, I had to get that off my chest real quick. It's not bothering me, but I'm just really surprised that internet trolls do still exist in 2016. So let me know how you guys deal with internet trolls. Like, do you guys take the time to comment and go back and forth with them? Like, I would honestly, I think I would be a very bad like famous person, because I don't know, like, I'm not good at being big-headed. I'm not good at being big-headed. And I know a lot of people that are famous, they get so much stuff said to them. Like, social media can be so freaking cruel. You don't understand how much shit people say and do. Like, if you're on TV, expect to have a meme come out of you. And that's almost always guaranteed. Like, the last, couple of years, memes started coming out. That shit started being so freaking popular. No matter who you are on TV, is somebody somewhere somehow they're going to find a meme or a picture of someone else that looks just like you, a cartoon or something, and make a joke out of it. So I don't even want to be someone that'll be in the public eye, because I don't know if I'm there to like handle that stuff. Like, right now I'm cool with these freaking internet trolls, a few that come by and want to say nasty stuff. I'm cool with that, but you have to have thick skin to be in the public eye. You have to have thick skin to be doing different calibers of YouTube videos, because people are going to say nasty things. And the whole thing behind YouTube is people become so attached to some of the people that make content, some of the not subscribers, YouTubers, that they expect them to do a certain thing. And if you vary from what they expect, that's when they become nasty. Oh, that's not, I don't like when you do this, and I like this better on you. And like, who are you to tell this person what they need to do? They're making this content. I make my content for myself because at the end of the day, I like to go back and watch my videos somewhere down the line and see how I'm changing, see how I'm progressing, see how different I am now compared to how I was back then. So I'm not doing this solely for viewership. I do it because I want to be able to look at myself and see the progress and the steps that I'm making, if any, and what I need to change about myself. You know, whether it's the way I talk, the way I present myself when I'm saying things, if I'm using my hand to talk too much, that's all stuff that I want to be able to take in and grow from. But I am going to wrap this video up. I just wanted to talk really quickly about these damn internet trolls. So back to the few questions that I have for you guys. How do you handle internet trolls? If they're on your channel and they leave comments, how do you handle them? Like, do you comment back to them? Like, and when you do you say something like smart and cuss them out? Or do you take like the higher road and say something that'll bring them down lower than they are without being hurtful? Now, I know one thing that you can do is like, honestly be like really, really sorry for this person without bringing them down, and tell them at the end of whatever it is that you have to say, like, oh, I'm really sorry for what you're going through. I hope everything works out. God bless you. Man, that will break that will break somebody down. Okay, like, what else can you honestly say to somebody when they tell you, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're going through, but I hope it all works out and God bless you? Like, what else can you say to that person at that point? You can't really say anything else. You really can't. You probably feel like a big fool after somebody says that shit to you, right? So do you do that, or do you block them, not comment at all, just block them? Or do you cut them out and then block them? Let me know what you guys do. That's the way I handle it. Like, I'll say something back to the person. I'll end it on a really sweet note, like, oh, I'm sorry for what you're going through. God bless you. I hope everything works out. Thank you for watching. And put it to them like that, because you're not gonna ruffle my feathers. You ain't get me upset. You ain't get me mad and have me cussing you out and calling you all goodness stinking, my this and my that, my accent come out like it is. No, you're not gonna take me down that road. Definitely not. Because number one, I don't know you from a can of paint. You don't know me from a can of oil. You don't know anything about me other than the videos that you're watching. And based on that, what else can you possibly say to me? Nothing. So when you have these people coming on your channels and they're saying stuff like that, honestly, the best thing to do is to just either ignore it, or you comment back nicely to that person and leave them alone. What else can they do? Like, don't take it to heart, because at the end of the day, you don't know what this person is going through at home. You don't know how this person is venting to get through and live to another day. So the person that commented on my video was basically catfishing. I'm using some other girl picture. Who knows? This could be a girl, it could be a boy, it could be somebody grandmother, for all you know. I don't know. So I really don't care about it. But at the end of the day, all I can do is continue to be myself, because I sleep by myself at night. I wake up to myself in the morning, and I'm responsible for my actions. So that's all I can do at the end of the day. Be true to who I am and continue living. All right, guys, so I'm going to cut this video off, go wash my face, and go to bed. Bentley is in my bed right now. You see that cat? He's a fat. Bentley, fat boy. Ben. Hi. He's so freaking fat. All right, I'm going to cut this video out. Until next time, guys. Ooh.